Hey, what's going on, folks? We're going to finish out that stack of 20s from the last video. We found a really cool star note in that one, so if you missed the video, check that out. But let's just jump right into it. I won't bore you with an intro of some crazy detail. Starting off with the serial number, nothing crazy. Really good condition overall, a little bit wavy, but not too bad. Keep an eye out on the sides of the reverse depiction of the White House. Sometimes you can find ink smears. If they're really dramatic, you can see those sell through both auction sites and then like regular eBay and stuff auction sites. For a bit above face value, if they're really dramatic and graded, they can sell for hundreds. 2017 series. Also check for, fancy serial numbers in general, shifts in the print, ink issues, things of that nature. Let me see if I can get these all in the right order so I'm not doing that 10,000 times in the video. Basically, this is the best hobby ever. Worst case scenario, we go through these, we find nothing, and we still have the same amount of money. I do a bunch of other stuff, from scratch-off tickets to buying Legos to investing in other stuff, and none of it seems to ever make me money back, so not a bad hobby. Holy threes in this one, but not enough repetition to hold on to. This one's been wet at some point. You can't tell, but if it was like the Jetsons and you could feel through the camera, it's all thinned out, it's weak and lost its durability, so it's an easy tell that it's had water damage. Some sevens going on in the middle, some fives. I only really like to keep repetitious notes if they are trinaries or have 3 digits in the serial number and they're all clumped together. But mainly I look for binary notes with just 2 digits. If I was ever lucky enough to come to a solid serial number, then you'd be really sitting on good money. I know a couple of folks have posted their solid serial number finds in a few different groups. Yeah, a little bit of free damage right here. Don't get confused with that. You can tell from discoloration that that's just pen or highlighter, or if they heavily mark a bill with an anti-counterfeit pen, it'll kind of bleed through sometimes. Nothing in the serial number. I don't know what the dealio is. Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. Back of the note, we're looking at a partial Garda World Tampa. Okay. It's a counter stamp, reception stamp of some sort, hash mark, if you will. Sometimes I like to just refer to the hash marks with the smaller ones. You see those at casinos and stuff. But bank stamp, counter stamps, those are these, and they indicate, if I can talk, indicate reception or when they're sending out bills from one establishment to the other. I do like them. If I come across ones that are full, where they were lazy and missed the strap altogether, then I like holding on to those. But they actually detract from value, unlike really notes of old, like first day of issue 1976 bills with the postage stamps on them. Nothing else going on. So nothing crazy. I know I kind of talked more than probably needed there. So I'll go a little bit quicker. Little bit of water damage to this one. Little bits of tears. Conditions 9/10 of the law with any collectible. 2013 series. Lots of star notes to look for in that series of $20 note. So keep an eye out for those. Hey, pretty cool. 420. Little 1 hanging out in there. I would have really liked if the 1 was not in there. Nothing crazy, though. It would have been cool also if it was a radar note. It could be read from forward to backward, backward to forward, since it does have 4-2 and then 2-4 on the end. So unfortunately, in the middle, a little bit of not so much going on. Hey, what are we going on here? It might be like a hash. This is almost just looks like a bleed of somebody playing around with a marker or something. But hash marks, like I mentioned earlier, are usually about that size. Nothing crazy going on. Little bit of damage there. That is not a shade of ink used for $20 notes, so it's not going to be a print error. Some pores. Damage. And nothing too stellar so far. Let me know in the comments what you've been coming across. We're like 1 digit away here from a broken ladder. Instead of 2 threes, if we would have had a 2 in there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... would have been really cool on this series 2009 $20 note. Other than that, beat up leaves a lot to be desired. some 4s, some 8s, but not enough repetition as well. Keep an eye out on the color-changing ink portions as well. You can get a contaminated inkwell error where they'll come out darker in most cases, but basically they'll be off color. And nothing going on there. Next note. Some 3s and 2s on the end. Kind of nice, but not enough repetition. You can't tell again in the camera, but this thing is actually pretty jacked up. It's really hard to tell, but it's wavy. So wavy that it looks almost flat in the camera. Last but not least, probably the better of the printed bills. A little fold here, but it's nice to get away from the water-damaged ones. Overall, not a bad circulation condition if it was collectible. But hey, a quick run through the rest of these $20 notes. I don't know, 15, 16, 17 of them, whatever. I guess, you know, we didn't find anything too stellar. Hopefully you had better luck in your banknote searches. But it shows just how easy you can have a little bit of fun. This is going to go to some bills. But, you know, I'll shed a tear later. Run to the ATM. Grab $100 out. Go through it real quick. Go break it in some change somewhere. And go through that. I love doing that myself for quick little fun pick-me-ups when I need something fun to do that day. I don't always have a ton of money, so I just kind of break, maybe go in with a $20 bill, say, hey, can I get 10 ones, a 5, and, you know, whatever. Maybe so if they can break it and change a little bit, I do that, just for some fun to go through some stuff, so, hey. Let me know in the comments what you came across in your coin and banknote searches lately, if you've had any cool finds in the collectible world. And unfortunately, we didn't find anything here, but I wish the best of luck to you in your treasure hunts. I'll see you in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Have an awesome night.